Now let's talk about Dhaka's new friend, Pakistan. It has just started a 2-year term at the UNSC, the United Nations Security Council. Pakistan is a non-permanent member. It will sit on this 15-member body for the next 2 years. And it has a lot on its agenda. But no prizes for guessing what is on top of this list. It's Kashmir. Islamabad says it will raise the Kashmir issue at the UNSC. This is neither new nor surprising, but it is disappointing. It underlines all that is wrong with the United Nations and shows why it needs urgent reform. When a state sponsor of terrorism is given a seat at the Security Council, it says a lot about the body itself. Our next report tells you how India views this.
It's a new year, and for Pakistan, it's a new term at the UN Security Council. The Security Council has 5 permanent members, the P5. It's the US, Russia, China, France and the UK. Then there are the non-permanent members. They are temporary and they're chosen from the rest of the world. And they serve 2-year terms. So Islamabad is joining the UNSC as a non-permanent member. It'll occupy one of the 2 seats from the Asia-Pacific region. The other one is South Korea. This is the 8th time that Pakistan has held a seat in this 15-member body. In June, Islamabad was elected by 182 votes. So, in this new term, the country wants to play an active and constructive role in addressing global challenges. Pakistan says it wants to halt wars, promote the settlement of disputes, and contain the negative impact of the arms race. That is its agenda for 2 years. But Islamabad has one more thing on its list. That's to rake up the Kashmir rhetoric. Pakistan, being Pakistan, has always tried to internationalize the Kashmir issue. We have seen that at the United Nations. Every year, Pakistani prime ministers talk about Kashmir in the General Assembly. They also release statements via the OIC. That's the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. But India rejects all of this. New Delhi says that the matter is bilateral. Islamabad says it'll highlight the Kashmir issue at the UNSC and push for concrete steps, especially from the international community. Pakistan's economy is in tatters. Its poverty rate is soaring. The government is struggling for IMF bailouts. Its neighbor Afghanistan is striking the country. Yet, Islamabad thinks that the biggest issue is Kashmir. That is what its top priority remains. Of course, none of this comes as a surprise to India. New Delhi is already charting a plan to counter the issue. India is betting on its allies, who are also permanent members, the likes of Russia, the US and France. Reports suggest that New Delhi has been in touch with some of the permanent members, especially talking about issues that will be debated in the next 2 years. The other hindrance is UNSC reforms. India has pushed for reforming the Security Council. It also wants to become a permanent member. It's been backed by the others, except China. And now, Pakistan is echoing its big brother. Islamabad says it strongly opposes the addition of any permanent member. Instead, what it wants is the expansion of the non-permanent category. So, as Pakistan takes its seat at the UNSC, India prepares to navigate the diplomatic challenges ahead. As Islamabad looks to make its mark, India will be watching closely to ensure its interests are protected and its voice remains strong in global decision-making. The next 2 years will show whether Pakistan can turn its aspirations into actions or if this term will simply add to the list of symbolic seats at the table of global governance.